rise to this entire opportunity. And you'll find that I'm not a product expert, and I don't ask that you become a product expert. My guess is that prior to this moment, you've already seen Agel. What is it? What is that simple idea that gives rise to the opportunity? The simple idea is that nutritional supplements have for some number of years been delivered, not just in America, but around the world, in tablet and capsule form. And Glenn Jensen, who is the CEO, founder of this company, he's a gentleman that I have profound respect for. I consider, in fact, him to be one of the most brilliant idea men in this network marketing industry, in fact, in all of business. He woke up in the night one day and he said, Agel, a gel. We could deliver nutritional supplements in 3/4-ounce gel packs. And then he said, I think that people will be able to imagine for themselves that an ingredient packaged this way, when put right into our mouth, might be more highly absorbable than it delivered some other way. And I can imagine Glenn, as he dreamed up the idea, thinking, and what if we could take those nutrients that typically taste so bad? That's why they're packaged in tablets and capsules. What if we could package them in such a way that they tasted so good that people said, I want to consume it again? He said, wow, if people consumed it again because they enjoyed it, would not those nutrients then have an even greater opportunity? Would they not have an even greater opportunity to do what they're designed to do? And then, I think after looking at some case studies, Glenn must have thought, and what if we were the first to market in the entire world? You know, if you have not as yet, before right now, before this moment in time, if you've not yet tasted and tried an Agel product, I encourage you to look to your host or your hostess and say, you know what, I'd like to try one of those. Our product initiative is a very, very simple one. All it takes is this. You just grip it, you rip it, and you sip it. And in so doing, you begin to experience nutrient intake in a totally different way. Today, our product ideas are broad. It is for people who need more energy, a product called OHM. OHM, as in a unit of energy. I see a lot of people in our society need more energy. Antioxidants, that product Exo that I just consumed, that's about getting rid of those free radicals in our body. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, but I understand that if you can get rid of those free radicals, that's a good thing, that antioxidants do it. That's what Exo is about. What if you want to lose weight? That's what Fit is about. Have you ever heard of ingredients that are contained in products like OsteoBiflex called glucosamine, chondroitin, and others that help lubricate joints as arthritis starts to occur in our bodies? Well, that's what Flex is about. The product line is simply a new delivery mechanism of nutrients that you have already decided previous to this in your life to consume. But it's now about delivering those nutrients in a gel format where the gel itself has profound health advantages beyond the ingredients themselves. Now, once again, my message is not to, or my intent is not to go into a detailed product analysis, but to simply help you understand that when a new product idea, when something is new, when it's the first time, it's been shown over and over again in our industry, and in all of business, in fact, that the first to market opportunity, that first one to plant the flag, there is something profoundly different than the successes realized by those who copy, who knock off, who become second, third, and fourth generation product ideas. So the first thing that I would tell you that provoked my interest in Agel was the fact that simple idea, Agel, a gel, was first to market. I loved the fact that primarily it is nutrients that we've already decided as a society and as a culture to consume, and that it being packaged in a gel where the gel matrix itself, as a result of the fibers contained, actually had health benefits separate and distinct from the label ingredients. I thought that was profound. I thought that was a great idea. And what I further loved was the fact that I could just imagine in my mind's eye, I could just imagine where the product initiative could go, as literally everything currently sold in a tablet or a capsule that is not being sold through prescription would one day be offered by Agel. And I thought, how great would the opportunity be if we were to spread that distribution network in advance of profound product line extensions. I just knew as soon as I heard the idea that wealth could be created. Well, I've learned in my experience in this industry that if a product initiative has the following components, if we can, as a result of the product ingredients themselves, have reason to believe in advance that we'll have the capacity to change the way that a person looks, or change the way they feel, or change the way they feel about themselves, or in a measurable way, impact their health. Measurable way, not anecdotal. For instance, when cholesterol goes down, is that measurable? Yes, it is. If blood pressure goes down, is that measurable? Yes, it is. See, if a person can have a measurable, quantifiable health experience as a result of consuming the product, then that will tend to provoke an emotional response. And when a person has that emotional response, then they become very, very loyal consumers. I'll tell you, the Agel product line has that all over it. I had an experience just a couple of days ago. I was returning actually from a business trip, and when I went to the airport, the person who picked me up, the town car driver, I noticed as he loaded my bags that he was applying bandages. And I asked him, what's that about? And he said, well, these blood thinners that I take have made my skin almost paper thin. And every time I even get scuffed, I bleed. And I had observed that previously. Actually, my father has a similar condition, and I had given my father a product called Exo and a product called Umi. And while it wasn't one of the intended outcomes, he told me, anecdotally, a few weeks later, you know what, I can't really say for sure that I attribute it to the product, but I can tell you I started using the product, and my skin responds differently to a scuff. And when the driver told me that, I ran back in the house and I grabbed a couple of products and I said, here, try these. This was my dad's experience. When I got back from the trip, 1 week later, he said, Randy, it did what you said it would do. You see, when a product can provoke a measurable outcome, and when there are so many anecdotal outcomes, if you can change the way that a person looks, if you can change the way they feel, if you can change the way they feel about themselves, if you can in a measurable way impact their health, if you can then with confidence say to literally anybody you bump into, this product has capacities that may well be good for you. I'm not saying that because I'm a doctor. I'm saying it because I've seen it so many times in others. That's a foundation. I will tell you that Agile has that foundation in a different way than anything before I've seen. The first element that is required for success in a network marketing company is a product line that matters to people. I consider the Agile Product Initiative to be the most important in the network marketing industry in the last 20 years. It is absolutely brilliant. It is perfect for our distribution methodology. The second element that's required for success is a management team that is skilled, that is gifted, that has a variety of experiences. And I do wish right now, I wish I could snap my fingers and I wish that I could bring into your living room Craig Bradley, who's the president of the company. I wish I could bring into your living room Glenn Jensen, who is the CEO, founder of the company. I wish I could bring into your living room Darren Jensen, who is the operations genius behind this distribution that takes place now in some 40 countries. I wish I could bring the entire management group into your home right now. What you would determine almost immediately, you would know it intuitively as I did, that these are good people. Not only are they good people, but they're people whose past life experiences have prepared them, I think, literally with perfection for this current business initiative. The combination of backgrounds, profound long-term success at the highest level of management in the network marketing industry, distribution, supply chain management, every step of the way. As you come to know not just what the backgrounds are, but when you come to know the heart of these people, they are people that you will choose to be in business with. The first element that's required for success is a product line that matters to people. The second element that's required for success is a management group that is both skilled